Check. What up? Okay. I think I fucked the Instagram thing, but where can I listen to? I think copyright holds us back a bit. So I'm wondering if I should just play music off of the TV or something so I can hear music, but use YouTube. Can I go? Boys, okay, first of all, fucking video is back. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know what that means? That means I made $40. $40. That's a pretty sweet subscriber though. This is my best performing video in a long ass time. Look at this. Look at this chart. Anyways, it's back, dudes. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it on YouTube. If you don't mind watching it again, if you've already watched it, you can watch it on YouTube. And then that will, you know, that's your payment to me. Okay. Your payment to me is the 1 cent you know what I mean? Like you just go watch a video. And then I will teach you everything forever. All you have to do is watch my videos. That's it. That's the trade. You watch my videos, I give you free shit forever. The funny thing is I can't even back check you to see. Anyways, what did I want to go? I wanted to go on YouTube. Can I do like copyright free? Just listen to something in the background. I know I can do the hand pans. Is this that dude that like... No, that's not that nude guy, is it? That's some bodybuilder or something. Can we just do this? Oh, that's gay. I don't like YouTube music. This is stupid, dude. This is stupid. I just want a little bit of background noise without copyright strikes. I'm trying to follow the rules, okay? Okay. Copyright safe music. Okay, nice, okay. Cool. Is that too loud? That's too loud. Okay. Can you make a full strategy video of a series? Yes, I've already done it. It's already out. I've actually done it twice. I've done a beginner one, which I didn't actually quite finish the beginner one. There's a couple more videos I wanted to put in there. And then I did the dumb money concepts one. So anyways, Bitcoin. I want to check also, just because it's a new week. Are these... I'm just not sure if it'll... Did the Botrix thing not ping? Okay. 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 So, Bitcoin... New month close. A lot's going to be going on here, okay? So new month close on Bitcoin. They are rallying currently. Do we think that this is going to... Is it too loud still? Okay, wait. Sorry. Nice, okay. What's up? Hi, buddy. Do we think that this is going to be the bottom? Right? No. Everyone's getting... So here's a really good tip for you guys. It's a new month. New month just closed. A lot of volatility comes into place. And oftentimes, things will come back. People people are waiting to short now, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay, so it closed so bearishly, and it lost all of this levels, right, on Bitcoin. So most likely what's going to happen is exactly what we kind of predicted. Rejection off this level, right? So what I'd like to do is actually just, I'd like to just de-risk, right? I'll still hold a little bit of Bitcoin just so I can be like, hey, I'm in Bitcoin, right? But I don't want to be like, I'm happy just selling off a little bit here, right? I'm gonna close out a little bit, right? Let's get out like half of this, right? Of that, you know, so we can just still be in it, so we can watch it. And then similar thing probably with XRP. We can look at XRP. So that trade technically is a profitable trade, but I'm going to call it break even because it doesn't really matter, right? Technically that was a profitable trade, right? But it's too stupid for us to XRP USDT. Let's look at this. Look at the XRP chart. I would rather hold XRP, so I'm going to be fine just still chilling on XRP here until it comes up higher. No chat accept. What's my strategy? It's called Dumb Money Concepts. It's a variation of something called trend progression, which is a very complicated thing, but I've simplified it a lot for you, right? There's a bunch of videos for you can watch. Am I feeling bullish about XRP? No, I'm not feeling bullish about crypto at all. And basically what I've just been saying right here is crypto is going to rally up, right? It's going to rally up. It could even come up higher, right? Could come up higher. But most likely what you're looking at is a rejection off this 70-71 level, right? And all they're doing today is faking out the dummies, right? Right? What we've seen here, right? You can see, hey, look, failure to lose on that level, right? So what we do, move to the origin of the move, right? This is dumb money concepts in a nutshell. Every day is the exact same shit, okay? It's the exact same. So what did we do? We're closing at the take profit of this move, right? Overall, we're bearish now because that monthly candle. If the monthly candle closed up here, I would be a bull. But I am bearish now. Despite still owning it, I am still bearish, okay? I still own it, okay? Let's jump into gold. We've been talking about gold for a long time. We've been buying gold since down here. We've been killing gold, right? Absolutely making a spanking on gold, right? The wars going on, the Iran bullshit, right? The Israel bullshit, the, all this stuff, right? It's causing instability in the markets, which is really good for gold, okay? So what is happening right now is if you were an idiot and you FOMO bought the open, you would have been an idiot, okay? You don't FOMO buy anything. If you ever click FOMO buy, you're doing it wrong. There's a button next to buy and it's called FOMO buy. It's like, I want to buy right now. Do you know what I'm talking about? When it's the weekend or it's off hours or you just heard something from a guru that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about and you go to buy and you want to buy even faster than clicking buy and it's called FOMO buy and it buys even faster. It fucks you. That button doesn't exist in case you don't catch the irony. It's called FOMO buying, right? And what it does is it just instantly tanks the market the second you buy. So if you bought on the open today, you would have lost, right? But what's happening now is we're coming back down to where the origin of this move, okay? What I'm going to show you is the little secret, the regular trading hours. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. When you do that, that makes a lot more sense where it's going to. The gap on the open. So what you should have done is in here is waited for that gap fill, right? The target yet. Where's our target? Well, maybe let's throw it on MGC. We can make more money out of it, right? There's no need to get out yet. We're still sitting happy. There's no reason to get out of this. These higher time frames are still ultra. You're failing to re-enter that gap zone, right? Makes it rather bullish, okay? We're going to jump back to the Globex hours here so you can see a little nicer chart. All right, somebody says they're thinking 55K for Bitcoin. Yeah. So let me give you a prediction on Bitcoin. Everyone loves predictions. Everyone wants me to guess the price. And you know what? I used to say, hey, I can't guess the price. But you know what? Fuck it. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen every time, dude. Like, I used to say that I can't predict the future. I'm not that good at predicting. I can only kind of estimate, right? But I have fucking never been wrong, dude. In the past year, with Bitcoin, gold, and the NASDAQ, I have quite literally never been wrong on my predictions on high time frames. So maybe we can. Maybe we can tell you exactly where it's going to go. Where is it? You said 55? I think that is fucking guaranteed. Guaranteed, right? Okay, so here's what's going to happen, okay? We're going to come up 70, 71 area, right? And we're going to reject in that area. It could go a little bit higher, okay? But this is the rejection level that we're looking for. The next level down is this 59K level. But guess what? It's already been tested. So they're not going to hold that. They're going to go straight through it and go to the origin of this move right here at 49K, okay? And guess what? If they're at 49K, they might wick it, right? And then the actual level they want to hit is 46K. Okay, this is a yearly level. This is the level that's important. So this is the zone they're going to next, okay? And then that might be the end of the bear market. We'll see. It might be the fastest bear market ever. Some traders say predicting is gambling. Well, some traders don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Our job is to predict the market. You got it right. I didn't even read the second half of your message, dude. Funny shit. So I want to just look. If you're watching on YouTube, dudes, you can gain points here. Bros, fuck it. The YouTube video came back. I am so hyped up. Let's get rid of all this shit here. Anything on there that you can't see? I don't think so. Raffles. There's the data. Nice. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can collect points over time. I think donating or subscribing, or the more interactions you do, the more points you get. I don't know. I think you're being a member, you get more too. I don't know. Something like that. And then you can buy Maven accounts with them for free. 1,000 points. Free two-step. Okay. I'm also doing giveaways every day. Hello, Hunter. How was the market open for you? Did you make some money? I no longer day trade. I no longer day trade. There's no point in day trading anymore. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Day trading is very stressful. I'm also more tired in the morning. And I'm actually making more money swing trading. Why? Why am I making more money swing trading, taking fewer trades? Is because I can be more accurate, right? I can still gain 80% of the movements, right? Like only like 80% of the possible profit comes from these longer term trades, and then like 20% is like the smaller term trades, right? Interesting. What's going on? So as a percentage of how much of that profit, I'm able to be more accurate and gain like the full 80% from the swing trade. Whereas day trading, I'm only maybe getting like 50% of the full 100. You know what I mean? So I'm actually losing because I'm not able to capture everything when I'm day trading because I'm focused on only a small portion of the day. I don't know if that made any sense, but. U.S. oil. So we got into this last week. It's not a crazy gap, but it did gap up. I would have enjoyed having a little bit more of this. And Exxon is probably going to continue rocketing too. There's no entry for Exxon, but U.S. oil, gold, all these things are going to be doing super well over the next few days. Just because the war stuff. Trump has come out and said that the war is going to be at least a month long. So a lot of this stuff is going to be really strong just to hold for a month, right? As things kind of progress and we get more news. Every time there's some news, it's going to probably hit harder. Silver, interestingly enough, does not look good. This does not look good on silver. Why is it dumping like that? I think I have some silver. Where's the silver token? Yo, what's silver up to here? Silver and copper dumping, interestingly enough. I'm still like there's until we get a reason to get out of this, there's no point yet. It's just dumping intraday. So I feel for anyone who couldn't make money today.
Live gone.
Oh, the portrait. Yeah, I was wondering why the viewers are so incredibly lower today, I think, than Friday. Friday we had 12,000 people watching. And I was like, "Holy, this is nuts." YouTube. And it must be the portrait, eh? Oh man, look at this. Did you see that thumbnail with Alex G? A billionaire weekend spent. Oh my god, why do people watch this garbage? Like, why do you? There's nice butts, but like, why do you wanna watch this shit? I don't understand. The same with like, I used to like that guy, Steve Will Do It. He used to be pretty funny and like give away money, and it was pretty fun, right? Now it's just like him flexing, and it's like, why is this a good video? I do not understand why people watch that shit. It's like you're just flexing on people. Have some grace, dude, right? Yeah, the portrait one is removed. Live. I think yeah, oh, it must have bugged out. 12K bots were watching. No, it was people from portrait. So you can see 12K views on the portrait. Yeah, the portrait you get a lot of viewers. On the desktop not as much. People watch the flex because they dream about themselves getting there. Yeah, but it's like that's not you. Like it's fucking. I get it. Like you. No, I don't get it, dude. Like, why do you want to watch somebody? Like, you're getting cucked by somebody else's life, right? As a viewer, I think it's retarded. Like, absolutely fucking stupid. You want inspiration? Like, that is not inspiration. It's people spending money frivolously. Go watch, like, business seminars for inspiration, right? Go watch, like, proper education for inspiration. Go watch somebody who has their shit together for inspiration. Like, fucking people throwing money around is retarded. I think it is super degenerate and disgusting. But, and then as a creator, it's like you're just making people feel bad, right? You're just telling them you're better than them. It's really, really shitty. like those ultra flexing ones. If you had 12K real people, man, congrats, Chris. Yeah, I mean, it was 12K total. 12K total we're watching last Friday. Should I start adding on gold? As Trump said today, a big wave is yet to come. So start adding on gold. So here's the thing, dudes. If you're swing trading, first of all, you need to know where you're buying, okay? And I talk about this a lot, right? You first of all, you need to know the fundamentals and the technicals on the longer time frame, right? So, hey, down here is a pretty good buy area, right? Because it's a pullback off the top. We don't like buying the tops. But fundamentally, the market was super bullish then still, right? Gold was super, super good still. Gold is still super good, but it's higher now, right? It's still the same situation fundamentally, right? Maybe there's a little bit more bullishness because the war news and everything like that, right? And Trump saying shit. Maybe it's a little bit more bullish, but ultimately, it's relatively the same thing. And if you go into the Edge Finder, Bitcoin pretty bullish right now. Fundamentals are actually pretty solid for Bitcoin, silver decently bullish. Let's look for gold. Oil's decently bullish. Where's gold? Gold, right? So gold is still relatively, COT is still going more and more long. Seasonality is still bullish. Ultimately, the job market's been pretty good lately, so that's causing gold to slow down. But you're not considering, okay, so there's the thing that this doesn't consider is what's going on in the world, right? There's no chaos factor, right? Do you know what I mean? Like we have what do institutions and people, what are they doing, right? And then you have, okay, the economy is doing well, so gold must be doing bad, right? Inflation neutral, right? Inflation is, how fast assets are, how fast the dollars depreciate, right? And then, so this is all database stuff, right? And then job market, right? So the job market, obviously, if a good job market, people don't invest in gold. But there's nothing here about, hey, people are scared, really, right? There's consumer confidence, but that's for buying, right? So you do have to factor that in as well, right? But you can look here and be like, okay, gold is relatively bullish, right? Plus there's a bunch of chaos. So you can get a really good indication that, hey, gold is a good buy right now, okay? But mind you, technically, it's kind of silly to be buying up here. So unless we're seeing, what I would do is when you're looking at these higher time frame ranges, what we can do is kind of zoom down and be like, hey, we're getting a buy off that. What I'd like to see is a regain of this level, right? And then I'd be happy to be a bull here. Ultimately, I think this is already the trade, right? Right? This is a pretty decent trade right now. And you just target a new high once you regain, right? And then you would have your stop below that low. Or a 1 hour sort of setup. You need validation, 30 people is fine. I mean, the more people watching, the better, because my goal with this is to grow with the community, right? So it was really nice on Friday when we had 12,000 viewers, right? But I realized it's because of portrait mode, right? Portrait mode is, I guess, what really pushes the numbers. I guess the discovery feature is quite nice, so. Yeah. We'll keep doing that in the future. How do I get kick points? You just watch, bro. DMC level are the same with Malaysian SNR. I don't know what that means, dude. I don't know what Malaysian SNR is. Okay, what else? What else to look at? The Nasdaq. Oh wow, the Nasdaq's ripping, dude. What was our trade before? I guess technically our trades would have still been in running. It's just been ranging. I don't really give a fuck to let's delete all that. I don't really give a fuck to be in on something so rangy right now. Let's look at the monthly close on the Nasdaq though. Yeah, so this is a very similar sort of idea as what's going to happen with Bitcoin, right? Is you've got this monthly level that you've just lost, right? You're going to come back up or you're going to reject it, right? You're going to go above those highs, right? People are going to think this is a stop hunt. It's not. All they're doing is testing the monthly level, right?
How's the Coinbase trade going?
Yeah, let's look at a couple of the trades. I thought the market would be a little bit crazier today. Yeah, let's look at a couple more. So Coinbase had a nice, this is a nice wick, right? So I like this Coinbase trade. I'm gonna keep holding it. CTGO. These guys, I'm happy just holding for a long time. Energy stock, silvers, gay, Netflix. Okay, so the Netflix trade actually closed super bullishly. This is really nice. So this Netflix, unless something happens to Netflix company, this is going to go to the new highs. Okay. That's going to be the Netflix trade, okay? So this is a trade you could literally take right now. Is I'm going to add a couple more to that Netflix. If it does come down too, I will add down there. But we'll add to that Netflix. We're going to let that go to the new highs. Close out one here maybe. Modify this shit. Good till cancel. Close out two there. Yeah. That'll be the Netflix trade. And then you got a stop loss below here, okay? This is a long-term trade for Netflix, so we'll let that run. Ultimately, we've just regained a really important level, and all that's going to do is shoot up to this high, right? The pair is not, Netflix is not available on Maven? Well, obviously, dude. Maven doesn't offer stocks. You thought it would be very volatile today? Yeah, I thought it'd be much more volatile. Huge gap on the open, but it kind of just dwindled off, right? Like there was no push through, right? You know what I mean? Like it gapped up, everything gapped up, but then just kind of like fucking fell and is being lazy. Like I still think that gold's gonna come up today. Like again, it's gonna come up again. To those highs again, but what's your thought on break-even trades? I recognize that they trigger me just as much as losses. Trying to understand why. I would love some insights. What? So break-even trades trigger you? Does doing nothing trigger you? Let me ask you that question. Does doing nothing trigger you? Because that's the same as break even. Right? So if we break it down, just checking to see if YouTube gave me any information of why the portrait mode went off. If we break it down, dude, like there's a question, okay? So let's say, okay, so you got a break even and you're triggered, okay? So the idea is either doing nothing also triggers, right? Or and that would be, I guess, or sorry, if doing, sorry, let's organize this bit. If doing nothing also triggers you, then you have a FOMO problem, okay? But if it only triggers you, if it doesn't, so it's only doing something that triggers you, right? Does this make sense? Then you have an ego problem. Okay. So let's say this again. So break-even trading triggers you. Okay, you feel bad when you get a break-even trade. Okay, so ask yourself, if I do nothing and I don't take a trade at all, do I also feel triggered? Okay. Or do I only get triggered when I do something and then it ends up being break even? Okay. So in the first case, if you're doing nothing and you're feeling triggered, it's because you're trying to push things and you have FOMO, right? Fear of missing out, right? And if you're doing something and then you get break even and then you stopped out at break even, well, you're emotionally attached to that idea. So you're bonded with that idea and you're identifying with the ego. Okay, so what are the fixes of these two things? Right? We've done this a few times before, but a good fix for FOMO is you need to practice. But generally, if you have a problem, the fix is to do the opposite. Okay, to find the opposite patterns and solidify them in your life so you become more comfortable with them. So FOMO is an inability to be patient. So you must sit still, right? You must meditate, right? You must maybe, I don't know, swing trade maybe, right? These sort of things, right? You must go slower. You must practice slower things, okay? So what is a problem with the ego, right? Is if you're emotionally attached and you have ego problems, well, you're identifying with being a trader. And that's your issue. So you must build deeper identity. Identity, right? So what is building deeper identity? Other hobbies, right? Self-love, right? Right? Because you're valuing yourself based off of your trading performance, because your ego is attached to trading. Okay, these are your solutions. Meditation, breath work, yeah. I mean, I think meditation, breath work, and calming the nervous system, right, is a really good way for like pretty much all these problems that traders have. But like these are two slightly different things, right? I think meditation and breath work will be good for both of these, but generally more so with FOMO and with ego, you need to have a different identity. Like you need to not identify with I am a trader, right? Because that's what's fucking you up. Okay. Can we break down the Russell? Yeah, let's check the Russell. Lost this level, right? So here, let's break it down. So let's just go here. You're trending up, okay? Trending up, you've made this new high. You've lost that high, okay? From this close, okay? You've gained it, right? You've gained that level on the weekly. You then send to a new high, okay? But then you've lost it, okay? You've lost it. So you come back, retest, reject, right? You shoot yourself to these lows, okay? So technically that could be satisfied as a target of those lows. It's not quite at the low, but it's close enough that I wouldn't care. And then you've lost this level, right? So probable rejection off of here. There is a level here that you're most definitely going to see some sort of rejection off of. All right, so the current level, I wouldn't be buying here. I would be selling, if anything. And then let's jump it down, right? Failure on that level, so already come back, test it. Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I would be a bear on here, right? Probably down to this low. Probably. That's the Russell. Please make NIN a means of KYC. It already is, dude. I think you need to recognize the ego first, and for that, you need some kind of tool to recognize your thoughts. Yeah. So really good point. To be able to recognize the ego, you kind of do need to meditate. So meditation is generally kind of the solution for everything in terms of the trading world. And what's interesting is no traders meditate. Like nobody teaches this shit. Like no trader teaches this shit because they don't want you to win, dude. They don't want you to win. I actually want you to win. And your solution to becoming a better trader is sitting still and meditating and being comfortable being uncomfortable. Right? That's the God honest truth. The more like, why here, let me ask you a question. Why the fuck do you think Japanese traders and Chinese traders are so much better than white guys? Like, look around, dude. Look around. Why do you think the best traders, you know, trading crypto and all this, are always Asian? And I'm not talking about the Wall Street guys. I'm talking about personal day traders that day trade themselves. I'm not talking about these big Wall Street guys that have name brands for themselves, right? The best traders are very, very often Asian. Why? Because they fucking practice Buddhism. They practice Tai Chi. They practice Qigong. They practice Wu Wei, right? All of these peaceful activities that allow you to identify with the ego, allow you to practice patience, allow you to recognize the ego, right? You're absolutely right. I do find myself validating my worth based off how my session goes. Bro, I love it. I really like that breakthrough for you. I absolutely hate being wrong. Even break-even trades give me initial validation before stopping me out. Yeah. So that would have been my guess, is if you are being hurt by not being right? So you're break-even trading, you're being hurt by that. Oh, it sucks because I'm not right. Then you're identifying and you're putting your self-worth as being a good trader, right? A simple switch is like something that I do is, bro, when I switch to swing trading and when I identify as I do this as a hobby, right? Like my job. So I identify myself as my job is to run Maven and to make content. That's my job. That's how I get paid. Okay. And trading is a hobby I do. Live streaming is part of my job, right? And I make education and I teach and I run a company that allows people to practice. That's my job. So and then trading is just this thing I do and I enjoy it, right? And I can long-term trade. It doesn't really matter each day. Some days I come in and I look at it. It's like, ooh, I'm down $400. Sucks. You know? When I change that, it's a lot easier. And I used to struggle too, dude. And I was actually making money. I was actually a profitable, good trader for the past few years, and I was day trading. And I'm telling you, full stop, dude. When I switched more recently, the past few months, to swing trading only, all of that stress went away. All of that identity with the ego of being a trader went away. And now it's so easy to trade. It's so easy to trade. And my profitability has gone up insanely, right? Hey, guys, want in? Come on in. It's so nice, though. It's so nice out. Yeah. Beautiful day, boys. Right on. Yeah. Oh my Buddha. S&P 500 do up. You want to look at the S&P? Oh my Buddha. Is that like oh my God, but for the Ching Chongs? Not being racist. I also practice Buddhism. I would identify as both a Christian and a Buddhist, which I've never heard anyone ever say that they are two religions. What are we looking at here? S&P? Yeah, S&P is very similar, dude. Same sort of thing. You lost this level on the monthly. It's all this choppy, weird shit, right? Reject. It gapped down or something on the weekly here. Weird. Gapped down and then came back up, sort of thing, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It doesn't see. This seems like a little bit more bullish, a little bit nicer than the other one. Bro, promise. You already asked that. Maven already allows NIN. You can do it. It's fucking fully allowed, dude. Don't talk to me about Maven shit, okay? I'm just a shareholder, okay? I'm a shareholder that helps make decisions on the board, and then I make content and I tell you, hey, Maven is a good one, all right? I can't offer any sort of support to you. All I can do is if there's really cool ideas, I can bring them to the board and pitch them, okay? That's how big Maven is now, dude. I have to go to the board and pitch ideas, and then we take a vote whether or not the idea is good, and then development processes start setting out. So for anything to happen, like if we want to make any change, it takes months. We're a big company now, dude. Like we're not one of the biggest prop firms. We're easily in the top 10, but we're pretty solid, bro. This copper company's just been fucking mooning, bro. This is sick. No need to get out of this yet. Okay, what else? Come to Thailand. I will go to Thailand eventually. Probably Chiang Mai. Though I don't want to do the partying stuff. I don't like partying, so Chiang Mai would be cool. What makes sense why the dashboard update took so long. Yeah, bro, so here I'll tell you why the dashboard took so long, okay? The dashboard was actually being worked on for a year. And the thing is, we started working on the dashboard, and then the industry would have some massive issue. So it'd be like, oh, all the developers have to go fix something really quick, right? So we kept getting interrupted, and then we would offer new products. Okay, so now the dashboard needs to incorporate this new product, okay? And then you know, and then, you know, a developer would quit or something, right? So when everything's in-house, right? Everything's in-house. You have to keep making these adjustments, right? And the industry's super fast-paced, and there's things that have to be changed all the time, right? And people are asking for different things, right? So that's why it took so long. And then on top of that, like, our development team is like only a few guys, really, right? It's not insanely big that we can just fucking churn shit out. Are you skipping my chats? I don't see any of your chats, bro. Thank you for the strategy. I think it's great. Simply explained without any fluff. It's really easy to see and commit after 2 years of strategy hopping. Give it a go, and I'll leave all over. Bro, you'll be very, very happy with dumb money concepts. You can adapt it as you please, but I'm giving you the concepts so you can really understand them. Okay. Once you get the hang of it, yeah. I'm glad. Yeah, just all I ask from you guys is, as you're learning this stuff, feel free to try Maven. Watch my videos, share it around, comment on the videos, like the videos. That's literally it, bro. Okay, so let's look at looking for a partner. I am looking to ban you. How do I ban? I don't even know how to ban, dude. How do I... Did he already get banned? Let's just delete that shit. Okay, so if you guys want to post your charts, we can go here and let's look at charts. Every single day, I'm going to be looking at charts and these reels. Ben. The text to speech like kind of chops out. Did you hear only ba? Right? I didn't hear the full word. Okay. So let's look at this chart. So gold, I like this. This is exactly what I want to see from your guys' charts. So failed level, right? Perfect. Failed. Took the short. All right, gained. So it gained this level, retested, right? Came back down. So here's a good indication too, is you've actually lost this level right here. So you know that this is going to, so on this candle, you knew it was going to come down here already. And your stop would have been behind this. So you use a second level back. So your stop would have been up here, right? So you would have been able to enter this trade up here before. You would have had an even better entry, knowing that it was going to come down. But this is your second confirmation, right? You fail, right? The fail here tells you it's going to go here, right? But you already knew that this was lost. So this level was already lost. So you already knew it was coming down here. Okay. So there's two different things, but you got the right idea, right? Comes down, targets that new low, right? It fails it, failed level. So now where is it going to go? Yeah. Back up here. At least here, because that's the pivot or the right there, but it could come up even higher, right? That's a really good chart. Banging, bro. Good stuff. Killer. MD snipers, you're catching on very quick. Heart. Okay, let's look at this. Point of interest. I wish that was open source. I don't care for, wait, let's see. By the way, at Maven Shorts, I'm wondering if YouTube got cut off because I'm listening to the YouTube, like a YouTube soundtrack. I'm wondering if the portrait mode. So maybe I gotta find like some copyright-free music. I'm confused what I'm looking at here. What is this chart? This is oil. So you've got this here. You failed it, right? So here, you've got a level here. You failed, and then you came back down, right? You lost this level. You rejected off that level, right? Came down to a swing low, which was the next level down. Okay. I get you. Sure. So I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused what I'm looking at. And what. So afterwards, right? We come back down. We've lost all this shit, right? We've lost it all. And then we regained it all with this big impulse candle, right? You come back down. You retest the level that you've gained, which is here. Okay. And then you shoot for the new high. So it's nice. Right? Perfect. I don't know where you took the trade from. So I would have liked to see that so I can better... Oh, this is the same chart, yeah. I would have liked to see where the trades are so I can better analyze to see if you're doing it right. Let's see this guy. Did we already look at this? I think we already looked at this. Right? I think we might have already looked at this stuff. Okay. So if you guys want charts reviewed, you can post them in here. And I'll review them each day on live stream. What time frame is that? It doesn't matter. It's all the same, bro. What's your view on gold? Yeah, we've discussed gold, but gold will continue up, right? We're still waiting for... We've been in gold, in and out of gold for way down here, right? So we're still waiting for that all-time high again. But right now, all that's happened is this is a retest of that gap on the open, right? And it's a perfect retest right now because if you switch to real trading hours, you can see the actual gap got filled perfectly, right? So this is going to come back up and continue for the day, right? So that was this was your opportunity to enter long if you wanted to long today. I'm already in the long, so I don't really care. But I was considering adding. Shop on YouTube is not working. What do you mean? Like the ball tricks? You wouldn't be able to buy yet, right? Nobody has enough points for that. Let's do a giveaway while we're at it here. Like obviously nobody can buy yet. You need 1,000 points, right? It's because the live chopped portrait mode can't reconnect. I think aspect ratio, crop mismatch. We'll test it again. We'll test it again tomorrow. I mean, nothing has changed, so it should just come back. The page doesn't load. Let's do a giveaway. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can enter on a giveaway. We're back. Just type in "we're back" to enter the giveaway. $10K instant from Maven is going to be the prize. Just type in "we're back" to enter the giveaway. Can you mark off levels on smaller time frames like the 15-minute? You can, yeah. It's just not very useful. They're less useful, right? Mark. Oh wow. Funny XOM coming down. Let's look at anything crashing today. Stella. What is Stella's like yeah, we got out of this a while ago. I don't like it. Robinhood. Let's see, Robin. Yeah, we want to buy Robinhood a bit lower. Is this? You guys are terrible at spelling "we're back." You're all spelling it crazy wrong. Oh, you're all putting "we are back." Oh, I did it without. I see what you're doing. It's not "we are back." It's just "we're" without the apostrophe. That's funny. Well, it's gonna be a small pool of people then. We're gonna spin it. You gotta pay attention to the spelling. There you go, bro. CCWR. Open up a ticket with Maven. You can get a 10K instant account with them for free. What time frame do you analyze the chart?